Hi everyone, my name is Kate and welcome back to Lost in My Library. Today I am doing my October TBR. We're getting back to the Bookopoly TBR. If you don't know how this goes, roll the dice. I have a board set up and everything, so let's get into it with the first round. Alright, so we are starting over from everything. So I'm starting on go. So ignore that. That's from when I was doing Bookopoly with We Be Booking. We'll be using those. Alright. Ready? First roll. And also there will only be 5 rolls. I'm not punishing myself right now. So here we go. Double 4s, or 2s, which means I get an extra roll. Lovely. I said we're not doing extra rolls, and then we're doing that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Library! So I have to pick a library book. Alright. Okay. So, for this one, I'm going to choose Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo because I've checked it out from the library a lot and I still haven't read it and I don't have it right now because I just don't. So I'm going to read Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo and start the Grisha trilogy finally. So I'll be going to the library soon and pick that up. Hopefully. I'll be pick that up soon. Otherwise, I'll probably just go on my library app. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay? So, Shadow and Bone. Alright, we have 5 more rolls because I rolled a double. Alright, here we go. 6 and 4, and that is 10. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A contemporary. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to read Her Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. I've heard a lot about this, and I bought it at Goodwill. So I'm going to watch it, and then maybe watch the movie, because there's a movie version of this. The Lovely Bones. It's not called Her Lovely Bones. It's called The Lovely Bones. So I think I'm going to read this. I think it's a contemporary, not romance. It doesn't seem like a romance from what I'm reading right now. So I think I'm going to read it. It's The Lovely Bones. Alright, 4 more rolls. Here we go. 6 and 5, and that's 11. Alright, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Other country. Alright, so it can't be the U.S. It just can't be set in the U.S. Alright, let's try and figure something out for that. Alright, so a month ago I said I would read this, but I didn't, so I am going to read Jane Eyre by Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I almost said Jane Austen. It's not by Jane Austen, it's by Charlotte Bronte. This is set in England, in Victorian times, I believe. No, romance. The romance period. The Brontes were romance period, not Victorian. Yeah. There's my Britlit knowledge coming right there. Okay. So, I've been to read it for a while, and I haven't gotten around to it, so, I'm going to read Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte this month, hopefully. I was swamped that month, and then I just didn't read very much at all. So, anyways, 3 more rolls. Here we go. Nope. 2. And that's a double 2, so 1, 2. Fantasy. Okay. So another book. I think this is technically fantasy. I think pretty much all his books are technically fantasy. And that's going to be Magnus Chasing the Gods of Asgard, the first book, The Sword of Summer. I still haven't read this series or the Trials of Apollo series. So, I'm going to read this, and then I hopefully will pick up The Hidden Oracle. I think that's what's the first book of the Trials of Apollo series, and read that. Oh, I have 2 bookmarks in here. Wow. This book's special because I haven't read it. They're both Doctor Who. Funny. Anyways, yep, that's what I'm choosing, is The Gods of Asgard. Alright, so we have 3 more rolls. Again, because I rolled doubles. 2 and 1. So 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't do what a go to jail is. I'll figure it out. Go to jail was, oh, hold on. Well, so in looking at what my, go to jail was go to Goodreads, and it was going to be a random book from my TBR. And Goodreads hates me because my what it said was Death on the Nile, which is a Hercule Poirot novel. I said that I would give Agatha Christie a fair shot and start from the beginning. So I'm going to read the first Hercule Poirot novel, and I didn't even look what that is. Sorry, but it's the first one. First Hercule Poirot novel, and I will be reading it as an ebook because I'm not going to buy it. Not if I'm not wasting my money if I don't like Poirot. All these were Christmas presents, so I'm not wasting money if I don't like Poirot. Just gonna state that. Alright, we're not doing normal Monopoly rolls, or rolls, so I'm gonna stay there. Alright, I have 2 more rolls now. Okay. 6 and 2, which is, or 1 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's a classic. Okay. I'm going to read a book I was supposed to read last semester. Didn't end up reading. I'm sorry to my professor, who is actually my favorite professor. And I have no idea. I don't know how I got through this. And just like, nothing's pertaining. We read the book. We watched the movie. Nothing's pertained. Other than this is a love story. And that is Persuasion by Jane Austen. I've tried to read another Jane Austen. I've read Pride and Prejudice, which is one of my all-time favorite books. And it's also pretty much my all-time favorite romance novel. And I tried to read Northanger Abbey, had a hard time following what's going on there, even with professor notes in there. So I'm going to try Persuasion, and I will definitely be emailing my professor, or a professor. I might not email him. I might might email my other one, who is another British literature kind of person. So, yeah. Alright, last roll, everyone. I landed on classic. Let's go! 6 and 1. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another library book. Whew. Okay. So another book that I've checked out before and I haven't read is a sequel to Cinder, which I read a month or 2 ago. And it's Scarlet, and my library has it in, so I'm going to read Scarlet as well. So that's 2 library books that I got to go get, and possibly a third with, well, I think I'm just going to read an audiobook, so, yeah. The Hercule Poirot novel, number 1. Anyways, alright. To recap, I first got a library book, which I chose Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, and then I rolled to get contemporary, and I chose The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. And then I rode to get, Other Country, which I chose Jane Eyre. And then I chose Rolled to Go to Jail, which is Rolled Fantasy. Fantasy was first, and so I chose Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, the Sword of Summer. And then I rolled this is blocking the view, so rolled to go to jail, which was go to Goodreads and have Goodreads pick a random book, and it chose Hercule Poirot, one of the Hercule Poirot novels. And so I decided I'm going to read the first Hercule Poirot novel, which is Murder at the Styles. So I'll be reading that one. And then I rolled to read a classic, which I chose Persuasion by Jane Austen. And then my last roll was to read another library book, and I chose Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. Now, if I do not read these books by the end of October, that just adds another roll to my growing collection of books. So hopefully I'm going to go to the library Monday and pick up Shadow and Bone to read, or just pick it up on the Libby app and read it there. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. These are the books, the physical books I will be reading in the month of October. Cute little thumbnail. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.